Well, happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have had a great week up to this point. And I am here with another Stepping into Faith coffee break motivation topic. Our prayer today is around strength. So we're going to dig into this book today and talk about strength and what it means and how we kind of develop it through our times of trials and tribulations. We want to be able to fight past our fears and fight past our hard times, but we need a little uplift sometimes. And I'm here with my positive words of affirmation to you. Just know that I'm not a pastor. I have no education in spiritual counseling, but I do have great words of encouragement that I like to share with people, and that is how this book came about for me. So today we're going to talk about strength, and if you have the book already, that's going to be on page 13. Excuse me. Strength we talk about now. Strength is going to be the thing that it's going to carry you through most things. No matter how much you want to do something, no matter how passionate you are about it, no matter how bad you want it, no matter how bad something has been for you and you just can't seem to get past it, strength is going to be your base. It's going to be your core, because it's going to be the thing that helps to grow you past things, into things, into a new beginning of life, around things that may have hurt you, even around things that you just think, that just can't get any better. So strength is that one thing that's going to be kind of your base. It's your base to get you ready and prepared to move on to the next level in your life. And I know that a lot of people want to give up. Never ever give up. God has great plans for you in your life. You don't want to give up on this great life. This is beautiful, to have a beautiful life. It's wonderful. But if your life isn't beautiful or the way you want it to be, you can help to shape that. And you have to have the strength to do that. So when you are feeling at your lowest point in life, don't stay there. Get up. Get ready for the fight. Fight past the bad feelings that lie within you and in your heart, the feelings that take over your soul and makes it seem so heavy. You have to fight past that. And I know that's easier said than done. Excuse me. But with us, we have to, if we don't have it, we have to find someone that could help us to identify it. And once we know where our strength lies, we are able to use that strength to grow continually, and we let that strength become our anchor to keep us going in the direction to move past whatever it is taking us down. It's taking us the other way. So today we're going to talk about strength, and I'm going to start. I always tell you I don't want to keep this make this a long video, but I'm going to start by reading you a little around strength. Awaken each day and step out of bed with a pledge to overcome your obstacles, no matter how big or small. Declare God as your frontline protection for you and your loved ones. Do not give in to evil that lurks, waiting for an opportunity to strike. Strengthen your faith to be an overcomer. Shape your tongue to speak victoriously and watch your energy level rise. Each day is a step in the right direction of building a strong foundation in the Lord. Now, what does that look like? It means that when you get out of bed every day, you have to make a declaration to yourself that I will be okay. I will overcome. Open up your hands to God and say, please take this away from me. Take this feeling of defeat and this feeling of tiredness and this feeling of being withdrawn. Please, God, remove this from me. Take this away. Instead, instill into me a new belief, a new power that I can move past what is taking me down. And when you do this, God will bring you that strength When you go through life every day, whether it's work, whether it's home, whether it's in friendships, whether it's in a relationship, when you feel that everything is weighing you down around those things, ask God to fill your cup. Ask Him to fill your heart. Let Him come into your life and let Him bring you into a place where you will get that feeling of I'm going to be okay. Let that feeling come into your mind, into your heart, into your spirit. I'm going to be okay. And when you feel so tired and so drained past all of this, take a break. Take an emotional break. Take a physical break. Let God wash over you again. Let your spirit continually to be cleansed, and let God come back into your heart, and let Him come back into your space, and let Him be the light, and let Him lead you past the hurt, the pain, the weariness, the tiredness, the whatever is bringing you down. Let Him move you to the next level. For me, I write in here under the next steps, and this is in the book. I try to write some things around this so that when my readers are reading, they understand that I have been through some of this myself. So under next steps, I write, after losing my parents and grandparents at an early age, I became so afraid to face the world and how to figure things out on my own. It was a devastating thing, believing that no one else would ever understand or love me the way they did. Life became a series of disappointments and pain, and I became weaker in self-confidence and lost sight of who I was in God's image. And that was so wrong, because I had no idea that even though my parents and my grandparents and a lot of other people that loved me around me were gone, I had no idea that God was going to carry me through all of this pain. And one day I would be able to process it and understand why this happened. And today I sit before you knowing that I'm not alone. My parents, my grandparents, they all watch over me on a regular basis. I feel their spirit. I feel their spirit all the time. So, they're gone in flesh, but they're not gone in my spirit. They live within me. They live inside me. So never, when you, I don't want to say that to tell anyone to forget the loss of your loved one and move past it. No, it doesn't work like that. It's taken me a lot of years to figure this out, but it had to come at the time when God, delivered it to me. So, in continuing, I began to cry out to Jesus to give me strength, the strength that I needed to face the dips and sways of life. God reminded me of His presence and that my loved ones were still watching over me. With each passing day, I stepped into a new kind of strength, one that continued to remind me that Jesus will always provide me with the strength I need for any situation. So here are steps of positivity. We're going to step into positivity is how we want to put this. We're going to step into positivity. That is our prayer for today. We're going to step into positivity. When you go about this day, when you make your step, each step is going to be a step of positivity for you. Remain solid and as the winds and storms twirl around you. Jesus is the solid rock that cannot be moved. My question is, how do you feel when life is getting the best of you? What steps can you take to help strengthen you and push you past your weaknesses? So as we, have to process all of this and get to that point of where I was in this book when I wrote it, we have to start learning to think that this is not the end, that, doom and gloom is not here, and it's not going to take over us, because that is kind of what the evil one wants for us. We don't want to be captured and held in captivity by negative and bad feelings. So when we have to move past our weaknesses, we have to ask God to come alongside us. If we don't have that, then we are probably going to stay stuck for a very long time. And I know everybody at this point may not see that and may not have God in their life that way, but that's where I am. And for those of you who are, Christian followers, you understand this. But it does help you to understand that God will carry you through everything, whatever seems too heavy. God is going to be there to carry your burdens for you. You know, my favorite picture of all is the picture with Jesus as he carries the young woman, and he's walking like on the beach with the footprints, and you see his, but you don't see hers. So that's kind of what God is doing. He's going to carry you through all of the pain. He's going to carry you through your times of weaknesses. So don't be overwhelmed with life. You know, drop to your knees. You know, sit at a table, drop to your knees, stand attention to God, and know that He is there for you, and He's going to deliver the strength that you need to get past the negative things in your life, the things that you need to do and accomplish. You know, and even in doing your job, your you know, however, your career or whatever, when we feel like throwing in the towel and giving up, we don't want to do that either. We have to ask God again to come into our lives and give us the strength to continue to build upon what He is put before us. You know, being parents, sometimes we want to give up on our kids. We can't do that. God doesn't want us to do that. So when you feel yourself at the end of the road, at the end of your rope, and you think you just can't make it, you know, reach up to the heavens, ask God to fill your heart with the belief, you know, the belief that He will be there to take you through whatever it is that's weighing you down. And I guarantee you, He will answer you. So, you know, keep your heart open, keep your mind open, and, you know, follow into your steps of positivity. Don't let the negative win. You gotta remove it from your life. You know, and I just I love doing this. It's such a challenge for me. When the bad comes, I work hard. I have to go into my mind and soak into it and get it, but I get it. So I want you to have a very, very blessed weekend, a very safe weekend, a very warm weekend. If you're in a cold place like Chicago, be careful out there. Watch out for other people. Pay your love or your gifts forward to someone who needs you, because God wants us to do that. And when you get an opportunity, you can stop by my website at www.steppingintofaith.com and get a copy of my prayer journal. And for this month, I want to make it known that for every prayer journal from now until December 15th that's purchased from my website, you know, and I also have it where you can cash out me. You would have to get me on Facebook or something when you see this video. But for every book that's purchased this month, there's going to be a $2 donation made to our local community crisis center here in Elgin, Illinois. So that's going to help a lot of families, you know, have a holiday, you know, a great holiday, just with little things. It doesn't take a lot to have a great time in life. So we're going to give $2 back for every book purchased between now and December 15th. So we're checking out for a break, a little coffee break for me as I move into my day. Today's going to be a great day for me. I already know it. So I want the same for you. So until we talk next time, enjoy your day. God bless you and take care.